Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, a lot of you guys don't know this, but Sunda and I were not always a comedy act. Well, they probably don't even realize that is what we are now.
Because you're so nasty to me.
We started out as a musical act, didn't we?
We did. We were going to be a musical act.
Yes.
And we studied with, her last name was Streitwasser.
Streitwasser.
That's right. And what did she tell you during the
remember.
piano lesson?
I don't remember.
How do you say sit down in German? I didn't understand what she was saying, and you understood.
This. I don't remember this at all.
Can I remind you?
Yeah.
How do you say sit down in Yiddish?
Zetzichavek.
Well, that's what she said.
I don't know if she said that.
She said something like that, and that's what it meant in German, and you knew that, and I had no idea what was going on. But even then, during the musical routine, James was very insulting and condescending, and it was painful.
I don't know what Sunda's talking
well,
about.
If it was that, okay.
I do remember that we were having a music lesson. We went to this woman's house for music lessons because we were going to do some songs together.
My husband dropped us off,
and I remember at like the second or third lesson, she had to separate the two of us, and she made Sunda go wait outside while I got my lesson. Then I had to go wait outside while you got your lesson.
And what kind of lesson did she give you?
And you were hysterical crying.
Oh, it was terrible. He was terrible.
What were you crying about?
You made me cry.
My singing?
No, and it was such a nice. First of all, she gave us an audition piece. It was an Elvis song. It should have been nice.
But why did she have to separate us?
Because you made me cry.
And why did that happen?
You were just a jerk.
No, that's not what happened.
You were. You're being mean to me.
You said you wanted to talk about this on the air. I thought you remembered the story.
You don't even remember her telling us to sit down.
There's no story here anymore.
Well, they had to separate.
You don't know the story.
Okay, here's the story. So we would go there, and she was very strict, and she would have us sit down, and we had to, you know,
You can see why we stopped singing. Never took a lesson, obviously.
And you never paid attention, obviously.
I'm still you wanted to tell this story, but you don't even know the story. So why did you say you wanted to tell this story?
Because you just want to pick a fight. And it's interesting
I'm
that
not
you're
trying
like
to pick
that.
a
No,
fight.
you are trying to pick a fight. Because I called my husband, I said, pick me up. They separated us. And he said,
why did they separate us?
It's something obviously you did to me.
This is a disaster.
It's a disaster, but you know something? It's not the first time we've been separated. And I'll never forget, I used to be separated from people in school a lot. I don't know why. Like my friend Patty Gomez, one time the nun said, Patty, you go in this corner, and Sunda, you go in this corner, and Patty Gomez said, we'll come out fighting.
Why don't we tell them, I don't know what you're saying, but why don't we tell them about something we do know about or do remember?
Okay, I do remember.
Because I just can't believe you don't remember the story and you wanted to tell the story. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, we were separated, which was the story, and we couldn't go back.
Go
and
to the
you know
other
something?
thing.
You know what I remember? She owes us 2 lessons. That I remember. We're not going back. We had what song was it?
I don't know.
Bulls Rush In.
Okay, so
let's sing it.
So it's all coming back to you now. You're starting to remember.
I have a lot on my mind. I can't remember everything. Do you think it's Alzheimer's?
It could be early onset of
It probably is an
Alzheimer's,
early onset. I don't know anymore.
But what I don't understand is, you know, before the show, you said I want to talk about the musical.
And you said, what a great story.
But I figured you remembered the story.
Well, I don't remember, and it's over.
Okay,
so let's move on. Now,
I'll tell you a more recent thing. You were going to tell us about. So your kid went to a movie the other day or something.
She didn't go to the movies. She went to a sleepover, and she went to a sleepover, and what she's doing is she's FaceTiming James and I.
No, I thought it was a show or something.
Oh my God, no, this is crazy. Because she goes through this is a crazy story. Because you know, sometimes some parents go over.
I'm getting ready to be separated from you right now. I'm getting ready to
be
leave.
re-separated.
Seriously.
Re-separated.
I tell Sunda every week that before we come out here, it's really important that we at least go over
here's what I'm saying.
A few times.
Right.
But what she does instead is in the room as we're getting ready the hour before the show, she just talks to everybody.
You're talking about Jen Morgan and Angela. You're talking about the makeup artist.
Everybody that's in that room.
They're more interesting than you are. Let me tell you what happened.
Interesting than me. We're supposed to be talking about this, and that's why this is a disaster right now.
This is not a disaster.
No, this is a disaster.
You would let me get the story out.
Do you remember it?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Okay. So last week was very interesting because my daughter was invited to a birthday party, but the story is that they're not regular birthday parties where she goes to school. It's like we're going to take them to a show, and the drop-off is at 3, and the limousine's going to pick them up. I'm good with that. Pickup was at 8:30 at night. The kid's been gone for hours. She comes back, she's hullishing, she's starving. You can do all that, but you can't give the kid a meal. That's all I'm saying. So they serve pizza at 3. My kid's lactose intolerant. She can't pizza. So she couldn't eat. And when she came back, she was so angry with you. Now, why was that?
I don't know, but if you were paying attention, if we did do what we were supposed to do before the show and work this out, you remember you were going to talk about the things that were said. This was a Persian woman. You're not getting
No,
it all
I wasn't
together.
being specific. I wasn't.
But no, you did the voice before, but you just can't focus and do what you're supposed to do.
Do you think I have ADHD?
Beforehand, and every week I tell you that that's what we need to do in that room.
James,
and
you should do it.
Can't
You
do
should
it.
just do it.
You
Let's
need to do
entertain.
it.
I don't want to bicker anymore. I want to have a good time because you know what's happening? Viewers are writing in and saying they feel sorry for me, that I'm such a great person, and how do I work with James? I'm actually getting fan mail saying, how can you work with him? He has no compassion. And it's funny because his mother says the same thing. Let's talk about her. Did you talk to her this week?
every chance I get.
And how's she doing?
She's doing great. thank
Great.
you,
Is she
yeah.
saying wonderful things to you this week?
She's saying wonderful things to me.
At the end of the story, what does she say? And how much you getting paid?
Oh, you get my mother is the ultimate buzzkill. Whenever I've got something to do, she always ends by saying, "Oh, really? You're going to the Laugh Factory tonight? Are you getting paid? Are they paying you?" But in everything, I could just be going out to dinner with John over there. I'm going out to dinner with John. Is he paying you? Like, what do you mean, is he paying me? We're just going out to dinner. Are you getting paid? I'm not getting paid. No. So it's always, are you getting paid? That's
Now,
all she
I
cares
think
about.
she's related to my husband somehow.
They look alike.
They are looking alike,
look
they
alike.
look alike, and they sound alike.
Yes.
Right, because he'll say that to me. I mean, if it's a cancer benefit, no, I'm not getting paid. So
Are
he
you
says,
getting paid?
That's what he says. Are you getting paid? No, I'm paying. That's what he
And
says.
then when she gets angry at you, she calls you my good friend Sunda. How's your good friend Sunda? That's what she says when she gets really mad at you. Why does my mother get mad at you?
I have no idea.
What do you do to upset my mother?
Oh, don't flip this game on me.
No, seriously, what do you do
Don't
to
flip
upset
the game on me.
Because she's often upset with you.
I have no idea why. You know what she'll tell me? She'll say,
What?
I'm his mother.
That's right. When I told Sunda that I was having surgery, I had told her before I had told my mother, and she said, "You're telling a total stranger before
complete stranger.
A complete stranger. You're telling a complete stranger before you tell me I'm your mother."
That's
complete
it.
stranger.
A complete stranger. That's what
Yeah.
I am.
And then while I'm having surgery, my mother was calling the hospital nonstop. The surgeon stopped in the middle to take the call.
Oh, that's not true. You didn't
That's
stop
not
in
true.
the middle.
Okay.
But where was I?
I don't know. Where were you?
I was going to the drugstore for you.
Yes. Thank
Right,
you.
so that's why I wasn't there. And so it was just interesting to be there. But nothing beats the Asian guy saying, "Oh, you the mother." And I was like, don't ever say that.
That's true. When I went to the doctor, the Asian doctor, he was an Asian guy, and I went with Sunda.
Maybe he couldn't see.
No, he could see just fine. And, he better have seen. He took a piece of my liver.
How do you know?
How does he know? And
This fool had a liver biopsy. Something's wrong with him
For
every
no
way.
reason.
James talking to me
Oh
about,
my
I think I got
God.
sickle cell anemia. I'm
No.
like, you can't. You're not a brother, all
Okay,
right?
I never seen anything.
You don't
like
have
this.
sickle cell anemia.
These doctors kept giving me test after test after test after
And you were
test.
going for them.
And finally, they were like, "We can't figure it out. Why don't we just take out your gallbladder?" Like it was.
Do
a
you
deal
feel
problem.
better?
I don't. I feel horrible.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got the bill.
Ah!
No, I did. They want $1,300.
Please.
They got my gallbladder.
That's
Shouldn't
a
they
tooth.
give me $1,300?
How do you know they have it? How do you know they really did the surgery? They could have just like stuck you.
You're right.
You never know.
I feel fine. I feel like I still have it. Are we gonna start? When are we starting? Are we on? Welcome to the James and Sunda Show. We have a great show tonight. We've got
Marcy Melton, who's a professional organizer, to the stars very discreetly. That's why we love her.
See, I do that now to test Sunda to make sure she read the show breakdown. And also on the show, we're going to see some more from Shirazadeh Nopezadeh. So stick around. We'll be right back.
He's not sick.
Be sure to like us on Facebook at The James and Sunda Show.
As a lot of you know, there is a bit of a crisis in the Jewish community of intermarriage.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
Well, no, you're Jewish. I mean, you didn't do the intermarriage thing.
Not yet.
You married a Jew. Not
That's
yet?
right. That's right.
You have future plans?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to let him convert.
You're not going to let who convert?
My husband. It'll be into marriage. You see what I did there?
That's comedy. It's comedy. But, you know,
Since he didn't write it, it's not funny.
it's funny.
Okay.
It's very funny.
Good.
That was a very good job, Sunda.
Thank
That was
you.
a good joke.
Thank
Sunda made
you.
a good joke. Anyway, so Jewish men need to be dating and marrying Jewish women. So this week we have a new book, sure to be a bestseller. This is our new sponsor, 12 Steps to Dating a Jewish Woman. This will help Jewish men get Jewish women. There you go. And then there's a follow-up to this book. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker, as you can see. And this is 12 Steps to Recovering from Dating a Jewish Woman, which can be difficult after you've gone through the relationship with the Jewish woman. But you read this book, maybe read it twice, you'll get all the tools and tips you need to get over the experience. Okay, and we'll talk more about this later in the show. But now, we have our guest, Sunda.
Somebody who likes me, the president of Bullseye Organizing, is that correct?
That's correct.
Marcy Melton, ladies and gentlemen.
Marcy Melton, ladies and gentlemen. Bullseye Organizing.
Right, and she is, you tell them, she's a mom, and she manages to pull everybody's life together, and I don't know how she does it.
Could you pull Sunda's life together? Because I have been to her apartment, and it is not well.
The apartment's well, it's my room, because it's my office.
Well, I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of rooms, a lot of homes, a lot of offices, and nothing scares me, so we'd be fine.
I mean, like, I'm in her kitchen, right? And I'm sitting at the counter in the kitchen, and it's just packed with papers and things.
And what is your house? What is your tchotchkes?
Oh, well,
my kids
mother's
make them.
Worse than you. My
what are you doing talking about your mother's house?
Well, I got an organizer here. Hopefully she can help you and my mother.
You know, it's when you see a therapist, you tell them all your problems. Well, when you see an organizer, you also tell them all your organizing foibles. So that's what's going on here.
What is the most interesting foible you've seen? Because you did say something in the pre-interview. She stated that creative people, what was your line?
When we were talking, yes. Creative people, those people that have right brains, that are probably most of you in this room, they have a tendency to be a little less organized and have to approach organizing in a different way. So there are books written on this, and that's what I help people do. I have a lot of people that I organize that are right-brained in that they're interior designers or artists, and so I have to be able to work with them.
Now, James is afraid. He has two issues. He's OCD about people touching his stuff.
Wait a minute.
And
You're the one who needs organization. Why are we shifting the focus to me?
Well, look at this. It's a mess. You don't even have it together.
Excuse me.
Clearly, you're working with.
Is that what you would have said? Put one book on top of the other?
Well, wouldn't you?
No, I don't tell people what to do in that regard. I don't, unless I'm invited, I don't touch other people's stuff.
Wow.
I have to ask permission first, because there are a lot of people, I'm sure you've seen them on the hoarder shows, that do not want their stuff touched, or they hyperventilate and get very upset. So I have to feel out the person a bit first to find out what their personality type is and work with them according to their personality type.
Is that where you were going with the OCD thing, that I don't like to be touched? Or my things
Oh my God, you're having too much information coming out today, baby.
I was wondering where you were going with
I didn't know. She has no idea that you don't want to be touched.
No, or my things.
No, this is new information to me. But all the information that I get from people is very valuable, because then I know how to approach them.
Exactly. I don't like to be touched. That's true.
Okay.
Now everybody knows.
And then a lot of what goes on when I work with a client is delving into their past, because a lot of times we do mini therapy. Fortunately, I'm blessed to be the daughter of a therapist, may he rest in peace, and it's come in handy for me, because a lot of times you have to hold someone's hand and let them cry with you and explain 5 minutes of explanation about every little piece of paper that they touch. So
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not.
You gotta throw it away.
Well, not everybody can do that. You've seen the hoarder shows?
Tell me the worst the worst case scenario you've ever seen.
I would say it was a home, and when I walked inside the home, there was a very narrow pathway going through every room of the home, and there were piles up to the ceiling of papers and things, and when we went into the room that she really wanted to concentrate on, it was piled from tabletop to ceiling with stuff.
Like what?
So it took the better part of an afternoon to start going through that.
Just the afternoon? I've been working
Just
on my
the
desk
afternoon.
for 4 days. I can't get through it. I can't. There's so much to do. Wow. I hope to God she comes back on our show.
One last question. Sunda has this thing where she can never find her cell phone. And whenever she leaves her apartment, she always goes, my phone, and has to run back and look for it, find it.
You have lost your mind today.
Okay.
What can she do
the
about
trick
that?
to that,
Yeah.
a place for everything and everything in its place. So when
Place for everything and everything in its place.
So when
need to be
she
away from
comes
me.
into the house, she should put her cell phone in one particular place all the time. Just like glasses, eyeglasses. That's another thing that people are always losing. If you put them in a place all the time, or the keys. I come in, hang them up in a certain place in my house, and I never have to wonder where my keys are.
There you go.
They also make devices nowadays where you can find your keys, or you could probably find your cell phone.
I
if you-
dial it. I find it. He just
There
is
you
crazy.
go. That works.
You know something? The next time she comes on this show, we're going to talk about you and how you lose things. You lost your cell phone. I didn't lose my cell phone, but you forgot to mention
That
that.
was my cell
Well,
phone.
you have to
We
keep the
forgot to
ringer
laugh
on so
factory.
you can dial yourself.
It was
Right.
yours.
I know, it was mine. But
Okay.
you know what? That's okay.
All right, we have to go.
Right, because I think that today is like you took a truth serum.
No, what are you getting upset about? We've talked about your cell phone situation before on other shows. Why all of a sudden are you
She's also a mom
shy
at
or
the
embarrassed
school,
about it
and
right
she-
now?
Right, okay. But
It's not like I'm selling you out.
But
We've talked about it.
everything that I do is confidential, so this will go no further.
so nobody will
Right,
except
and
for
millions of people.
Except for the television audience.
tell us your email.
My email address
website.
is
No.
bullseye-
She's very discreet. She works with email. She works with high profile.
sorry.
Yeah.
My email is bullseye, O for organizing, S for Sam, or solutions actually, at AOL.com.
Wow. So we're going to be writing to you with
Yeah.
some help. Would you sign
Thank
our
you
wall?
very much.
I'd be delighted.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Marcy
having
Melton.
me.
Marcy Melton, ladies and gentlemen.
Go back down. Go back down.
Okay.
James has a headache. James has a headache. How do you feel today, James?
Having a breakdown on television.
You're having
How
a
are you,
breakdown.
Sue?
I'm
You
doing
finally
great.
did it. You finally did it. You've driven me so crazy that I'm losing my mind. Congratulations.
Honey.
Have you done this to other people? Is anyone that's spent this kind of time with you been institutionalized?
Just one.
Who?
I'm not saying.
What happened to him?
He had a breakdown.
He had a breakdown.
Right, but he was institutionalized. He got help. You won't get help.
I'll get help.
No.
I need help. Can somebody help me? This camera. See, I don't even know where I'm looking. Thank you.
But it's funny. I know where I'm looking, and I'll tell
For
you
the
something.
first time in 3 years, she knows where she's looking.
Right. And I have to tell you something very interesting. James insists he's allergic to cats, but my cats love him.
I'm doing deep breathing right now. Go back to the cat story.
With
I'm
that
listening.
nose, you're going to pass out from hyperventilation. I can say that.
My
I'm
nose
going to
is-
get mine
My
fixed.
nose is so big, I need a lap band for it, okay? Hello there.
How do you feel? You inhaling?
I feel good.
Good,
Okay.
good. It's asbestos. Let
It's
it go.
asbestos?
Yes,
let
it
it
is.
Let it go. Okay.
Let it go.
Here's what's happening now.
My nose is itching.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means my dealer is due any moment.
Oh my God, he's on
I'm
his way?
kidding. No, that's all right. It was just a joke.
That's a drug joke.
It was a drug joke.
This segment, she's going to beg Ray to edit it out. Let's get to what we're supposed to get to. So last year, Sunda made a CD, right?
Yeah,
You
why
made
are
a
you
CD.
laughing at that?
I was at the taping. It was in New York City. She made a CD, and actually one of our friends brought his girlfriend with him, and she was heckling you or doing something.
She was talking during my set. I don't know
She
why.
was talking during the set. It was horrible, and he's dead to us, as is his girlfriend. Anyway, she made a CD, and
Black and white and straight out of Jersey, available on Amazon.com.
available at Amazon.com and in some local stores. In fact, in Los Angeles, you can go to
The Music Box on Westwood Boulevard.
the Music Box on Westwood Boulevard to purchase Sunda's CD.
And tell them, look
Now,
for Abbas.
What's interesting about Abbaesque and the Music Box is that you would think it's just it's a record store, but no, it's not. It's a Persian record store, right?
not just Persian. They have some Armenian artists.
Persian, Armenian, and Sunda.
Yeah.
That's what you get there. Persian, Armenian, and Sunda. So we went to the store carrying Sunda's CD.
Right.
We brought a camera with us.
To prove that my CD is on sale.
So another exciting edition of America's favorite segment, A Day in the Strife of Sunda. All right, so we're going to go to the record store now. Right, Sunda? That's called the Music Box.
We're going to the music box, and they're giving away free food.
Okay, let's
we
go
don't-
to the music box.
Usually I'm in full hair and makeup. But this is really exciting for me, because I love my Persian community. We got gagoush here, we got gagoush there. Everywhere you look, there's gagoush.
She's everywhere.
There's gagoush from the 70s, gagoush from the 80s, and now gagoush 2012. The woman never ages.
The 70s, 80s,
Unbelievable.
90s, and today.
Unbelievable.
Gagoush.
You want our area. That's right. We have to have a picture of him.
How are you?
We are doing very good today. I told you we would come and get you on television for having our DVDs.
CD or DVD?
You're selling it.
Is this Michael Bublé's Christmas album?
No. You joking?
I don't know. This isn't Michael Bublé?
This is language my probably singing.
Who's this? Hey, listen,
You're
it
kidding
sounds
me.
just like Michael Bublé. I'm pretty sure it is.
It does. It does sound like it, but it's not. It's not. It's nothing
No.
like. Look, there's gagoush again.
Kukush the one.
You ever meet her?
What?
You ever meet Gagoush?
No. I haven't meet. Yeah, sure.
Where'd you meet her?
Some in concerts, some.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So we want to ask you, you've been in this business for a very long time. The Hay family got my CD in here. Is it still hidden?
Yeah.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, wow.
There's a close-up, John.
Now, have you sold any?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, they've sold them.
Oh, you know the my
Do the people return it and say this is in English?
Yeah, my customers no language for that, but they like sometimes.
They like sometimes. I like less than that.
He doesn't like me too much. That's okay.
I believe that.
We have to work together. So we want. I told you. I said we're going to come here because I want to turn them on to Iranian music.
This is big comedy.
Yes. Nobody can be. Nobody can be gagoush.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my goal.
No one.
My goal is to be the next gagoush.
Like Elvis Presley, it's only one.
That's it.
Nobody's like Elvis Presley, yeah?
You think when Gagoush, passes away, people will
No, we don't think. I don't think about it.
It'll be like Elvis. People
I don't like
I didn't mean to say that. You're right. Don't say that.
No, that's different. Let's just say, will there ever be another gagoush?
No. No one comes better than Gukush. I know. Maybe different way, but not the way she's singing.
Who's this?
This is a Persian artist from Iran.
From Iran.
Yeah.
This is from Iran.
This is from Iran, so you got to get that straight because these are my people.
No, this pop music and love music.
Are we going to get into any trouble with ASCAP because of this song playing in the
No,
background?
they won't
No,
know.
this is love song.
Wait a minute, I got it going on now. Yeah.
These are love songs.
I just can't control myself. I just want to eat tadik, falafel, hummus, and go crazy with Abbas. Abbas, that's
There we
right.
go.
There we go. We're selling it. There's my CD, black and white and straight out of Jersey, available at the Music Box on
Hi.
Westwood Boulevard.
Come
Be
on.
there. Belly dance your way to a feminine total body workout.
Where?
Now, can a man belly dance? Do men belly dance?
Belly dance your way to a feminine.
You got to put it back exactly where it was. He'll kill you.
This is
He'll
like
kill
the
you.
Persian, what's it called? 90X? What's that thing called?
Now, do you think? Oh,
Are you okay?
James, my chin. I don't know. He hit me.
Don't do it again.
Jerk. Anyway, what I was saying is that we're so interested. There's Cher, Living Proof. I love Cher. Oh my God.
There's Gypsyland, the greatest songs ever. $18.99 for the greatest songs ever.
Well,
It's a bargain.
it's a bargain. Abida Parveen, I mean,
Now here's the thing: you got India, the greatest songs ever; Gypsyland, the greatest songs ever.
and then Cheb Mami.
Cheb Mami really knows how to.
But he's no
lay down.
gugoosh. He's
Oh,
no gugoosh.
No,
But Abbas has put people on the map here.
I love those music.
Yeah, he loves this music. Let's find out a little something about him. This is Gugoosh through the top. Oh, that's Mahasti. Oh, Mahasti lived in my building. Did you know that? Another one. You can't tell, she gets younger and younger. But Mahasti,
Oh, passed away.
God bless her, but she lived in my building.
Yeah, she passed away.
Yes. And I know another Mahasti. And Homira is like a
Look,
Homira.
look at this right here.
Homira is like a female of Homayun, right?
Why do I feel like there are people
Right?
at Homeland Security looking at the same pictures right now?
No, the name.
No. Homira is different than Homira.
It is.
It's like if I was gonna just buy one album, just one album,
Yeah.
which one would it be? Which is like the main one right now, the number one CD, the best, the hottest
Number
new
one
band.
best singing new artist. This is
New
the
artist.
first.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Right, who's that?
Yeah. Mernouche.
Memouche?
Memouche.
Memouche.
Mernouche.
Mechmouche.
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 Mernouche.
Oh, Menouche.
Say it, spell it.
Menoosh. Right? See? I know how to spell my
But
stuff,
even-
yo.
This is for a while. Things come along.
It comes, you know, there's like different people. They have a romantic
Staying power
collection.
is
It's
what-
staying power, and only Gugoosh that I know of. No, really, Gugoosh and Mahasti also had a big fan base. Listen, we want to thank everybody for watching, and make sure you come to Abbas's joint, dude, because like this is where I go when I want to get my Gugoosh on. What do you want to say about James and Sunda?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's good.
That's great. That's great. We
You
love
sound
that.
like one of our fans.
You sound like a fan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, and good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
No, it comes on at nighttime.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Make believe.
Very
Make
good.
believe.
Comedy,
watch.
go along with it. Make believe you watch.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
She's no gagoosh. She is no gagoosh. Have you ever heard a gagoosh song?
Hell yeah.
Can you give us a little gagoosh? You're on the money right
I'm
there.
on the money
Seriously,
right there.
that was perfect.
I'm on the money. I'm very good at that.
All right, we have to take a break. When we come back, we will have some therapy with Shirazadeh No Payzadeh. You don't want to miss that. We will be right back.
Really?
Really?
Follow us on Twitter @James and Sunda. The following segment contains adult themes and Persian sexuality that may not be appropriate for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised, especially among audiences in Armenia, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, and northern Pakistan.
All right, Mrs. No Payzadeh, thank you very much for coming back. As you know, we've been working on trying to help you manage the excessive emotions that you have towards this show, towards Sunda, and towards
I do not think this is aggression. I think you finally have somebody from the community that speaks the truth. And I think I speak for the other Persian women in the community. And the last time I was very upset, but I've been thinking about a lot of things that you had to say. And maybe not everything you say is lie on me.
Okay, so that's good. But you say you speak for a lot of people?
Yes.
Who do you speak for?
I speak for the people in my community who suffer, who have husbands that don't understand these things. I mean, listen, it's stressful being in my position.
Do they know that you speak for them?
They know now because I've gone public.
That's right, you've gone public.
Yes.
You know you can't smoke in here, right?
It's every time you have to be like this with me, like my husband. I think you like to abuse me.
I don't like to abuse.
Do you like to abuse women?
Do you feel abused when I asked you not to smoke? Is that abuse?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. You're smiling. First you got angry, and now you seem happy.
Well, I see the true you. And at first I thought you were like Shine, being very Shine guy. But now I see maybe there's something else that I was missing.
So you thought I was Shine.
Yes, not like it's the opposite of outgoing Shine.
Shine. Okay.
Right.
Shy.
Americans say shy.
Okay. Okay. Well, I brought with me what's called a little projective test, sort of try to get into your unconscious, see what kind of unconscious processes are going on in your mind, see if we could sort of extract what's happening, maybe that you're not in touch with, some feelings that you're not
Oh,
in touch
now
with.
I'm not in touch with feelings. Okay, first you bring me in, you bring me up, you bring me down again.
I don't understand.
My English?
No, what you mean by bring you up, bring you down? Are you
Okay.
up or down right now?
I don't know where you're putting me.
Where are you right now?
Right now, I don't know. I can't smoke, I can't do this. You get mean, you get nasty. I think you like it.
You think I like getting mean and nasty?
I believe this thing.
I see. You think I like getting mean and nasty? Okay.
You have girlfriend?
I don't have girlfriend, no. Okay. Is there a reason you ask that?
Curiosity?
Curiosity. Okay. So I'm going to show you some pictures, okay?
I
And
like
I'd
pictures.
Yeah, and I'd like you to tell me.
What kind of pictures do you like?
These are these is just a little projective test. I'm going to show you these pictures, and then you just tell me what you see, okay? Are you ready? Tell me what comes to mind when you see this picture.
I have never done something like that. That's not in our culture, back-to-back sex.
This is back-to-back sex, you see?
Yeah, I see back-to-back.
You see back-to-back sex. Okay.
Right.
Anything else? Keep going. Back-to-back sex.
I see back-to-back, but I see these two holding hand right there,
Okay.
and then I see a heart. Do you see a heart?
I would be more interested in what you see. So you see people having back-to-back sex, meaning they're not facing each other. Their backs are to each
Their
other's
backs to each other, but then there's a part of them that are holding hands, you see? They reach for each other.
They reach for each other.
Yeah.
So you see, do they like each other? What is the feelings they have towards each other?
They have feelings for each other, but they don't know how to express them.
They don't know how to express feelings.
No.
Okay. They're having problems expressing their feelings.
Obviously.
Obviously. Okay. I'll show you another one. You tell me what you see, okay?
That's a heart.
This is a heart.
That's a big heart.
A big heart.
And it's a heart with many pieces that are trying to come together
I see.
to form a whole heart. Do you understand?
I don't understand.
Look at it. Touch it.
I see. Okay, I see the heart. Many
When you
pieces.
touch it, you feel it, right?
Yes, I feel it. Absolutely.
And I see lips.
You see lips as well.
I have to get closer.
To get closer, okay. This is very close, Mrs. Nopezade. Okay, I'm going to show you. We only have two more, okay? Show you another one here. What do you see here?
Oh my goodness, I can't look at something like that. I'm married. Do you see what I see?
I don't see what you see. What do you see?
Two hookah pipes.
Hookah pipes.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
They're touching.
They're touching.
They're getting closer.
They're getting closer.
They're together.
They're together. Okay.
You find this funny?
No, I see a common theme here in all these.
What is the
you're
theme?
saying. Well, before I tell you what the theme is, I'm going to show you the final picture, okay? What do you see here?
I see her legs are open.
Her legs are open.
They're wide open. My God. And I see here, right here, I see something I don't see.
What do you see?
Oh my God. I think that you show me these pictures because you actually are very interested in knowing more about me.
I am very interested in knowing more about
What do you want to know about?
Well,
You like this cougar thing?
this cougar thing?
Yeah.
What's this cougar thing?
Oh, I know your type. The young boy, they like the cougar thing.
What's the cougar thing?
About the cat and the woman, the older woman, and
So it seems like in all these things, Mrs. Nopezade, you're seeing hearts and people expressing feelings towards each other
and beautiful expression.
beautiful expressions.
Yeah.
And here the woman the legs are open.
They're open.
Okay. Are you feeling something towards me, Mrs. Nopezade, right now? Is something going on?
I think you're understanding me more.
I'm understanding you more.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
Yes.
I'm thinking that we're having some progress here. We're getting inside of your mind. And that you're
What is
not-
inside of your mind?
In my side of my mind?
I want to know.
Just a desire to help you.
You had the desire.
I have desire.
Like desire.
Yes, like desire.
So when is the last time you felt this way before?
Felt what way?
The desire.
The desire? Oh, I want to help everybody if I could.
Oh, please, I'm not special. Why did you choose me? Knowing the way Sunda talks about me all the time.
Are you going to bring this outfit back?
If I do, it is my right as an American.
I know, you told me this before.
But not everything you can take back.
You're very close, Mrs. Nopeza. You don't want to move back at all, do you?
No, I was looking at your notes.
You were looking at my notes. My handwriting isn't very good, but it's just some of the key words you said, such as legs open and two hookers coming together and hearts and the pieces together. Mrs. Nopeza Day.
Yes.
Maybe we'll go to a commercial break.
Talk to me! I know you want me! I know you want me! Talk to me! Or I will stone you!
Okay.
I will stone you! I'm not kidding you! I know what you want! You've been wanting this for a long time! I know what you want! Don't deny it!
Mrs. Nopeza Day?
Listen to me!
You
want the cougar!
Your fur is smothering me.
You want the cougar, admit it. You want the cougar.
I want a cougar. Yes, Mrs. Nopeza.
You want the cougar, I will take off your hands.
No,
I will
don't.
chop them up.
We're gonna go to commercial, I think.
What is with you? You reject me like that because you like boys? Is that what it is? You like boys? You like Faruz? You like Humayun? That's what it is? I don't need you. Let me tell you something. The next time I stone you, I take my step where I stone you.
Is there an app for that? Okay. Well, obviously I'm not going to charge her for this, but we're going to take a commercial. We're going to all get ourselves together and calm down, and we will be right back. Sunda, it is so much fun. I'm having so much.
We don't even feel like we're at work. We feel like we're at war.
She's not wrong. And then, she tries to make me seem like the crazy one, but if you look at the history, her mother-in-law sued her, okay? She's not talking to her in-laws.
She wasn't talking to you either.
You rub people the wrong way.
I didn't rub her the wrong way. I just had too much, going on. Listen, leave my mother-in-law. May she rest in peace. She was a great person.
Listen, this is why we're doing this next segment, because as many of you know, Sunda's mother-in-law sued her for the jokes in her act, and a lot of people, and it made international news.
Right, but they couldn't sue at the jokes in your act because you won't tell them.
I won't tell them, right. So she sued you, and the family, the in-laws aren't talking to you. It's a whole thing.
I really don't care about
as
them.
reported by the New York Post and the Today Show. And the truth is, your mother-in-law was not that bad. There were worse. There are worse mother-in-laws out there.
My mother-in-law shared recipes with me. We had a lot of good times together. And now I'm reading about this, and I feel like she's a saint.
So we do this segment to kind of, add a little gratitude to Sunda's life, to let Sunda know that her story is not the worst.
And also because a lot of you have written in for mother-in-law advice that James and I in the beginning thought was ridiculous, and that's how we got this segment going.
So this is mother-in-law news from around the world, and today we're going to open up with the Jakarta Globe. Are you familiar with the Jakarta Globe? Singapore.
In Singapore, yes.
In Singapore. There is a woman, a mother-in-law, who is insisting that her daughter have another child and that the child has to be born in the year of the dragon. All right, which is, I think, happening right now.
I have no idea.
We are in the year of the dragon. She has taken this woman to her daughter-in-law. She's taken her daughter-in-law to fertility clinics, and they're trying to time the ovulation so that when she gets pregnant, the baby will be born in the year of the dragon. She thinks it's very important to have a baby born in the year of the dragon.
Why?
Well, apparently there are special things about a baby born in the year of the dragon. I don't know. I'm born year of the tiger. Do you know when you're born?
Cockroach.
You're the cockroach?
I don't know.
But it's getting a little crazy because the mother-in-law has told the daughter-in-law that if the baby comes early, they're gonna not deliver it. They're gonna keep it in there for a couple
Try
of weeks.
doing that.
I'm not joking. So this is the year of the dragon. We're in it right now. We wish this woman luck. Obviously, her mother-in-law is calling the shots.
They believe that every baby born has people who can help him in his life.
That's
so
not
she's
year of the dragon. That would be the following year. And that's another guy who's saying, let her have the baby when she has the baby. If it happens after the year of the dragon,
they're telling
it's okay.
they're telling the kid to be a schnurrer.
Because I think if you don't get Year of the Dragon, if you come in the next year, it's going to be Year of the Water Snake. So
Okay,
I don't
wow.
know if you want the Year of the Water Snake. So that's one mother-in-law story. Now here's another one. Mother-in-law's email about future bride's uncouth behavior goes viral.
Oh my God, that sounds so British.
So it is British. So basically, this mother-in-law wrote some of the following things. It is high time someone explained to you about good manners. Yours are obviously by their absence, and I feel sorry for you. Your behavior on your visit in April was staggering in its uncouthness and lack of grace.
That's what your other mother-in-law would have said about you.
If you want to be accepted by the family, I suggest you take some guidance from experts with utmost haste. She suggests going to finishing schools. She says you are an ideal candidate for the Ladette to Lady television series. I have no idea what that is. Anyway, she's praying for her son-in-law. She says
Her
you
son-in-law
regularly
or
do-
her son?
For her son. Well,
Okay.
she's the stepmom, but she's the mom.
So she has no right to talk like that. She stole the friggin' husband.
Here's another mother-in-law story far worse than Sunda's. An Afghan woman was choked to death by her husband and mother-in-law for delivering a baby girl for the third time
My
in
husband would do
northern
that to me.
Afghanistan. Okay? So that's pretty serious.
No, I know.
They've arrested the mother-in-law and the husband. The husband's on the run, actually. So they warned her not to give birth to another girl, but she did. Afghan woman killed by husband and mother-in-law.
It's not funny. It's
This-
not funny. I wasn't laughing at that, but I will tell you that my husband did say, if you get pregnant again, I will kill you.
I wonder if
But
his
it's
mother
his
told
fault.
him.
His mother,
that-
no, because he can't afford another girl. That's what he said. I can't have another girl.
Well, that's all the time we have for
That's it?
mother-in-law stories around the world. We're out of time.
She just takes up my time. Well, that's it. Until next time.
What do you?
Look, just write us. If you have any mother-in-law questions, please tweet us, write us,
We'll give you
email
advice.
us. Tell us. What's the email address?
JamesandSunda@gmail.com or tweet us at JamesandSunda. We're going to take a break. We will be right back.
All right.
Check out more content online at our webpage, jamesandsunda.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. I read this book during the break, 12 Steps to Recovering from Dating a Jewish Woman. And I got a lot of good insight, and I feel better now, and I'm coping better. This has been obviously a weird show, and I've been castigated throughout the by the crew, by the producer, the director, and by you for the last hour. I don't even know what I did.
Nobody castrated you.
Castigated.
Again.
Berated. Teased.
Tease.
Just because I was a little off or upset during the opening.
It's not being off and upset. It's like shop talk. Keep it here.
What do you
Done.
mean shop talk, keep it here? I
Keep
don't
it here. I
understand.
mean, keep it between us. You're like telling the world your problems. You're
What
telling,
problems? What did I do? Tell me what I did
You're
I could
talking about
resolve
your
this.
parents, what they've done. You're telling
What
all
did I
their
say
business.
about my parents?
You're telling too much stuff.
That's it. We gotta go. This show's over.
Because that's as much as you do.
There's no more time. There's not
All
enough
right.
time
Well,
for
you
me
know
to
what?
tell. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We'll be back. I'm sure. And hopefully next time you'll be in a better mood. Okay? Smile, James. The cameras are on, baby.
What are you
They're
talking
on.
about? I know that they're on.
Love them. They love you.
Okay.
We want to thank all our fans for watching us, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
Good night.